Good day everyone, I am Biana Kines. Our topic for today is uses appropriate graphs to present organized data, pie chart, bar graph, line graph, and histogram. First, we need to identify what is statistics. So, statistic is not just about numbers, it's about what those numbers are telling us. The word itself traces back to the Latin statisticus, meaning the study of people, supplies, and matters of the state. So, from the beginning, statistic has been about understanding real life. Now, where do we see statistics at work? We know that statistic is everywhere. Like for example, emergency preparedness. How do we use statistic there? Because government use data to predict areas are at risk for floods, earthquakes, or typhoons. So why do we rely on statistics? Because it gives us evidence-based information. Instead of guessing, we can use real data to make smart decision, like sa business track, government use, and also, even we as students can use statistics, like checking test results to know which topics need more review. So, alright, now that we understand what statistic is and why it matters, let's see how we can organize and present data. First, we have a pie chart. A pie chart is a circular graph split into slices that represent data based on their frequencies. It illustrates how each portion contributes to the entire set, making it essential to clarify what the total stands for. The pie chart is used for data where we want to see the relationship of each part to compare which is bigger and which is smaller. Let's say for example, breakdown of the total monthly income of a family amounting to 10,000 pesos. We can see how it is spent every day. Like first, food 4,000 pesos, electricity 800 pesos, water 100 pesos, clothing 1,000 pesos, communication 1,000, leisure 500 pesos, savings 1,000 pesos, and others 600 pesos, with a total of 10,000 pesos. To easily identify the biggest expenses, we can represent it in a pie graph. From there, we can see right away that largest slice is 4,000 PHP goes to food, so we can easily tell which expenses are the largest and which are the smallest. So that is the purpose of a pie chart or pie graph. The next is the bar graph. A bar graph is chart that uses rectangular bars to show and compare data. The length or height of each bar represents the value, making it easy to see which is greater or smaller. So what does this bar graph mean? A bar graph is also used when we want to see the comparison of quantities or data, just like a pie graph. For example, we have the number of volleyball participants in each purok of the barangay. We have Purok 1, 10 participants, Purok 2, 14 participants, Purok 3, 18 participants, Purok 4, 15 participants, Purok 5, 12 participants, Purok 6, 13 participants, and Purok 7 is 20 participants. Here is how we represent it using a bar graph. In this graph, we have horizontal and vertical parts. The horizontal axis shows Purok 1, Purok 2, Purok 3, Purok 4, Purok 5, Purok 6, and Purok 7. While the vertical axis goes from 5 up to 25, showing the number of participants. By using this graph, we can easily see which group has the highest and lowest number of participants. We see that Purok 1 has 10 participants, Purok 2 has 14, Purok 3 has 18, Purok 4 has 15, Purok 5 has 12, Purok 6 has 13 and Purok 7 has 20. From this, we know that the highest number of participants is in Purok 7 and the lowest is in Purok 1. That is the use of a bar graph. So we have next histogram. A histogram is a type of graph that shows how data is distributed over a range of values. It's look like a bar graph, but instead of comparing categories, it groups continuous data into intervals called bins and shows how many data points fall into each interval. This helps us see patterns like which ranges have the most or least data. A histogram looks like a bar graph, but the bars have no spaces between them because it shows continuous data. For example, if we record the weights of 50 elementary students, we have 21 to 30 kilogram, 10 students, 31 to 40 kilogram, 15 students, 41 to 50 kilograms, we have 12 students, and 51 to 60 kilogram is 13 students. So we can plot this on a histogram. The horizontal axis shows the weight ranges, and the vertical shows the number of students. If you notice, there are no gaps between the bars. That is the key difference between a histogram and a bar graph. So we have the next graph, the line graph. A line graph clearly illustrates patterns or trends in data. It presents information gathered over a span of time, showing how the values change at consistent intervals. Like say for example, for your favorite food, you have pizza, hamburger, grilled cheese, and pasta. In using a line graph, there is a horizontal and a vertical axis. The horizontal axis represents your favorite foods, while the vertical axis represents the rating of each food. From this, we can see how satisfied you are with your favorite foods. As shown in the line graph, your top favorite is grilled cheese, while the least is pasta. At that is how a line graph works. So, in this topic, I hope that you have learned how to use different kinds of graphs today.